Biafrans, ekelekwa m unu. Ya dịrị nwoke mma, ya dịrị nwaanyị mma. Nke onye na-achọ dị mma, Chukwu nyere ya aka. Ekelekwasịkwa m unu ọzọ. Wherever you are listening to my voice, I greet you from Biafra Universal Television. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depends on your time zone. I want to inform you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's detention have attracted the presence of dignitaries from all walks of life. Today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court case with Nigeria, that is Biafra versus Nigeria, court case, have attracted an unusual presence today. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu appeared in the court of Nigeria with a victory. Let me tell somebody something. As everybody is pretending, there is no more pretense, and there is no time to waste. The whole world have seen the nakedness of Nigeria, their impunity and deceptiveness. I'm telling you the truth. And in no distant time, believe me, in no distant time, Ohamadike one of Igbo land shall be released. You may say you have been hearing it. You may say it's not a new thing to you. But one thing you refuse to say is that you know those who are behind his detention. You refuse to say that you know those who are behind his detention. But one thing must be clear to you as you are listening to me, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall not die in the DSS custody. This must be very clear to you. Because as real Biafrans are saying, release him, that is how Americans are saying, release him. That is how European countries are saying, release him. That is how Nigerians themselves are saying, he is innocent, release him. He is not the cause of the problem of Nigeria. Maybe I'm not speaking your mind because there is something you want to hear. But if you are a normal human being and matured in mind, you suppose have gotten that thing you want to hear from me before now. I am telling you now, if you don't know, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall leave the prison of Nigeria DSS to become the president of Biafra sovereign nation in no distant time. Whether you believe it or not, the discussion is going on and arrangement is going on. You cannot defeat a man that God sent on assignment. Listen, I repeat myself. You cannot defeat a man that God sent on assignment. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is running the affairs of God on earth for human emancipation, emancipating Biafrans, his people, from mental slavery and the second colonization from Nigeria government. So, some of you have spoken whatever you like against him. But I'm telling you what will shortly happen. Because God have spoken that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is innocent. And he has been vindicated by God and by international community. So what is being demonstrated now by Nigeria government is hatred, acute hatred, because of tribal war. And some people from Biafra land have helped Nigeria government to continue torturing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and keeping him incommunicado, wearing one cloth for barely 3 years. But I repeat, he shall come out of the prison of the DSS to become a president. And all those who have tortured him, and all those who have cajoled him, and all those who spearheaded his suffering shall bow before him. His presence and voice are threats to the detractors of Biafrans. I'm talking with authority because I am inside Biafra. I'm not outside Biafra. As I'm talking with you, I am with you in Igbo land, precisely. So, I'm not shaking because no freedom fighter that runs away or shakes. Together with I and you, who believe the innocency of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we shall celebrate and jubilate the victory of Biafra nation by the hand of Prime Minister of Biafra Republic in exile, Mazi Simon Eba. You cannot talk anything and minus Simon Eba. You cannot count whatever you are counting in Biafra land and you say you forget Simon Eba. So, which means you are not correct. Simon Ekpa is an impactor. His impact and influence are contagious, and he has impacted positively on reasonable Biafrans for them to distinguish their lefts from their rights, to understand that they don't have any other identity except Biafra. So, as you are listening to me, it may not make sense to you, but majority, it makes sense to them because nobody absolutely can stop Biafra. I repeat myself, nobody can stop Biafra nation. Yesterday I told you that over 7 million Mazi Nnamdi Kanos and Mazi Simon Ekpas are there in Biafra land, both home and abroad. So, which means this matter will never end without the victory of Biafrans. If you don't know it, be aware of it now, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have defeated Nigeria government many years ago. All right? And at the same time, the victory and power and authority are in his hand. But you will ask me, if those staffs of offices are in his hand, why won't he release himself? But you never ask yourself, why is your condition personally is the way it is today? That you don't know that why your condition is the way it is today is because you bear a cursed name. You say you are a Nigerian, so which means you are a curse. You are cursed with everlasting curse, because Nigeria is an accursed country. It's a cursed country. And whosoever that have decided to work with the Nigerians and Nigeria government must remain cursed. Since your eyes have not been able to open to see that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is dying because of the love he has for you. And your only contribution is to apportion blame on him. You scold him 1,000 times and let the whole world know that he is the causes of his sufferings. But I want to believe that those who have goodwill will not die the death of the wicked. If not, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu could have died by now or before now, right from Kenya, where they punished him, they tortured him, they maltreated him, they did all kinds of evil to him. Let me tell anyone listening to me this moment that the life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not in the hand of Nigerians. The life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not in the hand of Nigerians. Because if it were to be so, they would have taken it off since. But I'm telling you that whatever it will take, we are doing it. And we are going to do more to make sure that he is completely out of the trap of the enemies. Nigeria government does not care about human life. They don't respect human dignity. They don't respect the rule of law. They don't respect international treaty. They don't respect constitutions. They disobeyed even their own law they make. So, for this reason, you who is reasoning wrongly saying who sent him to go and fight for Biafra nation. Remember, there is one or two things that are confronting you today by the hand of Nigeria government. Before I wrap up my message this moment, I want to inform you that the major impediment that every Igbo man or every Biafran have ever suffered and are still suffering from it today is Nigeria. Nigeria is an awkward predicament. And this is why I hate their superstitious misdemeanor. There is no check, no balance, no truth anywhere. But by the end of this saga, some Igbos who have signed to be Nigerian, all right, some Igbos have signed, some Biafrans have signed to be Nigerians. By the end of this saga, they shall completely evacuate from Biafra land to Nigeria country. I don't have much to tell you because now we are wrapping up the things we started for long. Don't think that holding Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will end the Biafra agitation. And don't think that fighting Simon Ekpa can stop Biafra agitation. We are many. We are many. You cannot number us. Like I said, 7 million who are ready to continue the fight. I don't mean ordinary social media talk. I don't mean people who come out and they don't know what they are out for. I mean people with connections, people with a cash, people who make things to happen. That if you joke with them, you go by flood. Because Biafra nation is beyond one person and is beyond any country. So for this reason, collectively, we have made up our mind. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu shall be released. And Simon Ekpa shall declare Biafra restoration. And nothing will happen. Nothing anybody can do about it. If you say I'm lying, try from your own angle and let us see what you are up to. You will see us. So, absolutely, 7 million people are on ground with everything it takes to make a Biafra nation happen. I leave you here. See you when I see you, and bye for now.